Okay, guys, let's get started. So, so I welcome you all to this Microsoft Intune training session. Yesterday, I had conducted the session wherein I discussed about Microsoft Intune, then its a historical background, then architectural diagram, and licensing part, right? I will quickly cover them all so that those who have joined today, they will be on the same page. Okay. So now Intune is basically a Microsoft product which is released in the year 2010. Okay. So it's been 15 years since this product is there in the market. Now, what is the role of this product? Why do we use this? So we use this for two major reasons. First one is the MDM, mobile device management. Second one is the mobile application management. So we manage devices wherein we can perform certain tasks like device policies, device inventory, device wipe, application push, device configuration, and we can manage applications. Okay. So as an IT administrator, suppose you are working as Intune administrator, you will have to perform all the tasks on this console, Intune console, right? On Intune console, suppose if you have to wipe out devices or deploy policies or applications, you do it here, and that policy will be sent to the devices. Okay. So these are the devices where the policies can be sent, like Windows devices, Mac devices, Android, iPhone, Linux devices, right? So Intune can manage major operating systems like Windows 10, Windows 11, MacBook, then Android, then iOS, iPad, and Windows Phone. It can also manage mobile applications on Android and iOS devices. Okay, so these are the two major functionalities of Intune: mobile device management and mobile application management. Now, suppose if you have an organization wherein you have multiple locations, branch offices and a headquarter. So in each region you have number of devices. For example, Toronto 4,000 devices, Dubai 8,000 devices, Paris 10,000 devices. So all the devices you need to enroll them into Intune from each region. You enroll them into Intune. Okay. Once the devices are enrolled into Intune, you can control these devices. So from suppose if you are in Mumbai and you would like to deploy a Google Chrome application in London devices, 10,000 London devices, you can do it from Mumbai itself, right? On all the 10,000 devices, you can deploy application. Suppose if you have to upgrade Windows 10 devices in Sydney, right? Windows 10 to Windows 11, you can do it from your location itself, right? If somebody lost his device in Dubai, okay, you can initiate the wipe command so that the device will get wiped out. Okay. So all those things you can do it from Intune. Basically, 1 minute, guys. Okay, so You will have complete control of the devices, no matter where the device is located, as long as the device has internet connection. Okay. Now, yesterday we discussed about this one that Intune services are running on Azure Cloud Data Center, right? Azure Cloud is what? It's a public data center wherein Intune services are running. Azure Cloud Data Center is located in almost more than 60 countries now. Okay, wherever you go, you will find Azure Cloud Data Center. And Intune services are running on the Azure Cloud Data Center itself. So this is the outside view of the data center. This is the inside view of the data center, right? Now this is the high level diagram of Intune. So when you take subscription, Intune subscription, right? You get web console, and from this web console you do the configuration and the deployment of application, the deployment of policies and everything, you do it from this web console. No matter how many devices you have, where the devices are located. So you do it from this web console. Okay, so this is the high level diagram. You don't have to do anything here. This is all done by Microsoft, and Microsoft is maintaining this one as well. They are adding more and more features every month. Okay, so this is the high level diagram. Intune has integration with other Microsoft product like Microsoft Entra ID, then SCCM, then app stores, right? Then Windows Defender, right? So it can manage these devices like Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, iPad, Linux, and manage applications on these devices. It can deploy updates, right? So this is the high level diagram of Intune architecture. Now Intune has various competitors, right? But these are tiny competitors in front of Intune because most of the companies have already been migrated to Intune because it has um, many features, you know, which these third-party products do not have. Okay, Intune can manage Windows devices. It can manage Android, iPhone, iOS, right, and other devices. But these products, whatever the products we have, these are basically focusing on iOS and Android devices. But Intune can manage Windows as well, Linux as well, iOS, iPad, right? That's the reason people are moving towards Intune. Now, why Intune is best for organization? We have already discussed about it yesterday, that it is easy to deploy, integration is easy, unified management, it's a SaaS product, right? There are various features which are not available uh, in its third party competitors, right? Why Intune is good for you to learn, right? Intune, because it's a matured product. It's there in the market for the past 15 years. It's almost implemented in all big size and medium size organization. Good vacancies, good salary. You can earn somewhere around 50 US dollar per hour if you are in foreign countries like America, um, Canada, Australia, European countries. If you're in India, then you can expect a salary of 8 lakh or 800,000 rupees per annum. Intune is very easy to learn because it does not have any programming or coding languages. You don't have to learn Python or Java or any coding languages here. Online resources are available. If you are stuck somewhere, you just Google it out. You will get n number of websites which will guide you to fix your Intune related issues, or you can achieve your task, Intune related task. Good career path. You can make your career in this one as Intune level 1, level 2, level 3, or architect. Okay, so these are the reasons why you should learn Intune. Now Intune is not free, you will have to pay for it. Microsoft is going to charge you to utilize this service. Okay, so it's a paid product from Microsoft. So there are a couple of options, like you can take Microsoft 365 license or a standard license or enterprise mobility or security. These are the types of licenses. Mostly people are using this one, Microsoft 365, either E5 or E3 license. Generally, people are using E3 license. Okay. Now, what specification is required in your computer to do the practical, to to um, attend this training, and you also need to do the lab setup. Okay, you will have to have um, the configuration, minimum configuration on your laptop or desktop. So on your laptop or desktop, you need to have this one, Windows 10 or Windows 11 operating system, or Mac OS. Um, minimum 8 GB RAM, 4 core processor, and 100 GB hard disk space. This is the minimum requirement for you to attend this training. Okay, you need to have credit card or debit card for Intune subscription, because Intune subscription is only available for those who have credit card or debit card. And you need this one, Android or iOS mobile phones. Okay. So these are the requirements for you to do the lab setup on your computer. What we will be doing, we will be creating a virtual machine, and that virtual machine will be controlling from Intune. So we'll be controlling that virtual machine from Intune, so that you will understand how the things are done in the production environment. So this VM is going to be our lab computer. So we'll be deploying application, we'll be deploying updates, we'll be deploying policies, so that you will get the real scenario, how the things are done in the production environment. Excuse me. Okay. Now, any question from anyone before we move further? Hmm?
All good, Kaushif.
Okay. No question. Fine. Now, each one of you, you have to check your computer specification. Okay. I hope everyone is using Windows computer, Windows 10 or Windows 11. So if you would like to check which operating system you have, um, I mean, what is the specification you have on your computer? Okay. So you need to search down at the bottom in the search box, type in system information. Okay, system information. So just click on that, and then it's gonna give you the system information details. Okay, so each one of you will have to check yourself, so that you will get to know what is the computer specification. So for me, I am using this one, Microsoft Windows 11 Home. So it is Windows 11. You will have either Windows 10 or Windows 11. Okay, if you are using uh, Microsoft operating system. Okay, so I'm using Windows 11. So anything, either Windows 11 or Windows 10 will work. Okay. Second thing is to check the processor. Okay, how many processors you have. So if you have minimum four logical processor, then it's sufficient. If you have more than that, it's okay, but minimum four processor is required for lab setup. Okay. Then the last thing, sorry, second last thing, what you have to check is this one, installed physical memory. So I have 32 GB RAM in my computer. Okay. Now you need to have minimum 8 GB RAM. Okay. You need to have minimum 8 GB RAM. Okay. So these are the requirements, guys, for you to do the lab setup. Point number one, you need to have Windows 10 or Windows 11. Point number two, minimum 4 logical processor. Point number three is minimum 8 GB RAM. Okay. Now the last thing what you have to have is the free space. How much free space is there on your hard disk? Okay. So for this, let's open the File Explorer and go to this PC at the left hand side. So minimum requirement is 100 gigabyte or 80 gigabyte, not less than that. 80 gigabyte, either in C drive or D drive or E drive, whatever the drives you have. At least one of the drives, um, needs to have 80 gigabyte. Okay, that's the minimum requirement. So you guys have to let me know that if you have this configuration or anyone is lagging behind with this configuration. I hope everyone has this configuration, the minimum configuration.
Yes, Kashif.
Okay, good. So if you guys have less space in your hard disk, right? For example, in my case, C drive only 5.73 gigabyte available. In D drive, 38 GB available. So I am running short of free space. So what I will do, I will do the cleanup. I will delete unwanted files which are no longer required, or I can move files from my computer into a USB drive, right, and delete it from here so that I will have some space. So minimum 80 gigabyte is required, okay, in the hard disk, and the minimum requirement in the operating system is Windows 10, Windows 11, processor 4 processor, and 8 GB RAM. If you have this one, then you are all set to go. Plus, you need credit card or debit card. If you have credit card, then it is better. Okay. If you have debit card, that's also okay. But some of the debit cards are not accepted on Microsoft portal. Okay. Now, the next thing what you have to do is, so I'm going to start type in the notepad. Okay. So today is 19th June topics. So point number one, overview of Microsoft Intune training. Okay. Point number two is lab setup requirement or prerequisite. Okay. Point number three is download. Download. Now you have to download some of the files. Okay. So uh, you need to have either VMware workstation on your computer or Oracle VirtualBox, or you can download you can install Hyper-V. Okay, so any of these three. One minute, guys. AMD physical memory is okay. Processor, I am not able to see the complete. Ryzen 5 is okay, I think. Okay, now you have to download some um, files. For example, you have to download oh, which one? VMware Workstation. VMware Workstation. Now, what is this VMware Workstation? VMware Workstation is a tool which will help you to virtualize, which will help you to create virtual machines. Okay, so because we are not going to do anything on your physical computer, we need one more computer inside your physical computer, a virtual machine. Okay, because we don't we if we manage physical machine, we will be sending some policies. We have to wipe out the computer, right? We will be sending some applications. So we don't want to um, use your physical computer as a testing computer. So we need a test machine. So in order to have a test machine, we basically need VMware Workstation, and that will help us to create a test machine. Okay, so download VMware Workstation to create a test machine. So on that test machine, we will be doing the testing. We'll be deploying application updates, policies to see what happens on the devices. Okay, now, so in order to download this um, VMware Workstation, let's uh, let's go to a website. Okay, so you have to go to tinyurl.com, tinyurl.com slash, okay, tinyurl.com slash links, links, links for MECM. Okay, tinyurl.com slash links, links for MECM, and hit enter on the keyboard. So,
Kashif, do you
hmm,
mind just copying that and sending it through the chat so that way we can just get it?
okay, I sent it to you.
Thank you.
So the link is this one, tiny http. Okay, you don't have to include this one. Just type in tinyurl.com slash links for MECM. Okay. Now, if you guys have difficulty to watch on my screen and do the same thing at your end, then you can, if you have two monitors, then it is okay. On one monitor, you can watch what is going on my screen, and on the other screen, you can perform the task. But if you don't have two monitors, what you can do, guys, you can join this meeting from your mobile as well, or from tab, or from a different computer, so that on that computer you can watch, and on your laptop you can perform. Okay, so whatever is convenient for you. Okay, so basically, in that way you will be able to see what is going on my screen, and side by side you can perform on your computer. So you can join the meeting from your mobile as well, or from a different device. Okay, so coming back to that website. So on this website, I mean, this is the Google Sheet basically, wherein I have uh, given the links of various uh, products, various applications. So in this one, if you scroll down VMware Workstation, I think it is this one. Uh, Row number 124. Okay, 124. VMware Workstation. So if you already have VMware Workstation, if you are already using it, then you don't have to download this one. But in case if you are not using this, then download this VMware Workstation. Okay. So you click on the link, you have direct link. As you see, the link is right here. You click on that or copy the link and put it on different tab, or click on the link and then click on this VMware Workstation. When you do that, it's going to take you to this portal. You click on download. Okay. And download anyway. Okay. Make sure you choose download anyway so that it will get downloaded. The size of this file is around, I think, less than 1 GB. So it will get downloaded. Okay, that's the first thing which you have to download. Download VMware Workstation to create virtual machine. Second thing is you need to download Windows 10 ISO image file. Now, why do we need Windows 10? Why not Windows 11? Because we will be upgrading that machine from Windows 10 to Windows 11. So we are going to create a test machine, and that test machine will be Windows 10 machine. Okay. And we will be upgrading that machine from Windows 10 to Windows 11. That is the only reason why we are downloading Windows 10 rather than Windows 11. So Windows 10 is this one. Point number, row number 126. Windows 10 Pro ISO. So you click on the link and then click on this one. It will take you to download this ISO image file. Okay, guys. Windows 10 file is around, I think, 5 GB. So it's gonna take some time. Okay, so these are the two things which you have to download. VMware Workstation, okay, and Windows 10 Pro ISO. Anyone who has already downloaded VMware Workstation?
Yes,
Hmm?
I did,
Okay,
Pratiksha.
okay. So when you have downloaded it, you
Yeah.
need to, okay, so you need to install that one. So in order to install, um, let's share your screen. Anyone who has already downloaded VMware Workstation, you share your screen so that everyone will see how the installation is done, because I have already installed it in my computer. Okay, so either Pratiksha or anyone else can share the screen. On the in Teams, you have at the right hand side share option next to leave button. Click on share and then choose screen. Who is sharing the screen? Hmm? No one?
If it's just for VMware, I can do that. I just download it, and if you want to install it,
Yeah. Yeah, you share your screen so that everyone will see how the installation is done.
sure. Can you see my screen?
Yes, thank you. Okay, so you have downloaded VMware Workstation. I think everyone else has downloaded already VMware Workstation. So when you download, so in the download folder, you will get the file like this, the VMware Workstation full 17.6.2 version number, right? Now, in order to install this one, you just have to double click on this. Yeah, double click. Then it will give you a prompt to accept, um, to click on yes or something. One more thing. Yeah, before you install, one more thing.
Uh-huh.
The computer what you are using, that needs to be
Uh-huh.
your personal computer, not the office computer. Anyone using office laptop here? No one, I hope, right? Make sure you do it on your personal computer, because if it is a office computer, then it will, we have to install a lot of things here. So it might be not in compliance with your office policy. So make sure you do it on your personal computer. Don't do it on your official laptop or computer. Okay. Now, so this is the screen. When you double click, then you have to click on next, accept the license terms and condition, next, yeah, next, leave the default option. Yeah, um, yeah, next, 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 install. So you simply have to go next, and install. Okay. Can you open system information tab down at the bottom next to Google Chrome below in your task manager? Okay, system information. So you have 8 processor, okay, 48 GB RAM, very good. Scroll up and you have scroll up all the way up. Windows 11 Pro, okay. Now close it and show me the hard disk space you got on your computer. Hard disk space. C drive 150 gigabyte and D drive. Okay, good enough. Now close this. Go back to the installation progress bar, the last one.
Click finish.
Yes, click on finish. So this is how you do the installation of VMware workstation. Now show me the status of Windows 10 ISO image file. Is that uh, you have to open the Google Chrome browser. It's almost there, right? 3 more
Yeah.
minutes left. Okay. So it's 3.2 gigabyte already downloaded out of 4.5 gigabyte. Okay, good. So those who are left behind, you can do it later on. I will share the recording with you guys. You watch the recording and perform the same task before you join the session tomorrow so that you are on the same page. Okay. Otherwise, you will be left behind. So make sure you complete and come on the same page. So we have downloaded VMware Workstation. Uh, the second thing what we have done is we have downloaded Windows 10 ISO image file. Now the next thing is point number 5 is um, so we need to basically create a new virtual machine, a test machine. That test machine will be used for our training. Okay, that test machine we will be using for the lab setup. So create a new Windows 10 virtual machine.
Do you want me
So,
to do that, or do you
so
want me
in
to
order,
stop things?
no, in order to do that, you will have to have the Windows 10 ISO image file first, which is getting downloaded. Okay, so I think it is almost there. Maybe it's few seconds remaining. Yeah.
It should be completed now.
Okay. Okay, guys. So Windows 10 is also downloaded. Now, what you do is basically we need to unhide the extension so that we will be able to see the extension of each file what you have in your computer. So go back to the folder, the download folder. Mm. So here we have Windows 10 Pro, but it does not show whether it is ISO or EXE or MSI, what. So in order to see the extension of the file, click on View. Up you have a View option. Mm. And then down at the bottom you have Show. Click on Show and then choose File Name Extensions. Check that box, File Name Extension. Yeah, you see, we are able to see the extension of the files now. .iso. Second file is .exe. Third file is also .exe. So ISO means it's a virtual disk. Okay, so that's a Windows 10 disk file which will help us to create a Windows 10 machine. Now let's open virtual VMware workstation. So that is there on the desktop. There is an icon called VMware Workstation Pro. Yeah, double click and open that one. Mm. So this is the application which will help us to create a test machine. That test machine is needed for our training, for us to deploy application updates and policies on this machine. So this is a tool which will help us to create a virtual machine basically. Now, So click on create a new virtual machine. Okay, so here you have two options. Either you go with typical or custom. So I'll go with typical and choose next. Now, the disk we will add later on, not now. Okay, so choose I will install operating system later, the last option. Okay, next. Now we have downloaded what? Windows 10, right? So choose Windows 10 x64 in the drop down list. Windows 10 x64. Okay, Windows 10 x64. Next. Now, what will be the name of this test machine? Okay, so the name of this machine, you can put anything of your choice, but I would suggest you type in WIN, capital letter, WIN, that means Windows, then VM, virtual machine, VM, VM, not WM, V for virtual, VM 001. This is our first test machine which we are creating. Okay, so that is going to be the name of the machine. You can choose anything of your choice, but this is the naming standard we should use to understand that this is our first virtual machine, and that is Windows machine. When we will create Linux machine, it will be LIN. When we will be creating Mac machine, then it will be MAC. Right now,
I
location.
have a
Where will
question.
you? Hmm,
Do you have to choose different name when I'm creating, or I could use 001 as well?
anything of your choice.
Okay,
Now,
thanks.
location. So location, either you keep it in the same location, which is given in the default, box, or you choose a different location. If your C drive does not have ample amount of space, then choose D drive or E drive, whatever the drive which has good space, more than 80 gigabyte. You need to make sure you choose that drive. Okay. Now you do not have any problem. You have what happened? Some, I think somebody shared the screen. Can you share your screen again, Hamid? Okay. Now, Hamid does not have any problem with the C drive because he has more than 150 gigabyte free space. So you can continue with the same location. But you guys need to check in case if your C drive does not have good space, then choose a different drive. Okay. Now go next. Now, how much space you would like to give it to this machine, the hard disk space? Choose 80 gigabyte, 80. Instead of 60, give 80 gigabyte. And then next. And leave the default as it is. And then choose finish. Okay. Now we are like assembling a new computer wherein we have added some processor, then memory, hard disk and all. Now we have to make some changes in this machine.
I have a question.
Hmm.
What did we select? Select split virtual or store virtual as
The
a single?
default one, the split one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now here we have to do some more extra step on this machine. So the memory what we have given is 2 gigabyte we have given, right? So let's give click on edit virtual machine setting. Now instead of 2 GB, you give 4 gigabyte. So 4100. Yeah, 4 gig. You choose 4 gigabyte. Yeah, very good. 4 gigabyte. Minimum requirement is 4 gigabyte. Okay. Now, the next thing is processor. Processor is two. Processor is already given, so that's okay. We will not have to do anything in this one. Leave it as it is. Now, the next thing is the CD drive, CD DVD. Hmm. Now, here we have to connect the ISO file which we downloaded already. So choose use ISO image file, and here browse the download folder. Browse and go to the download folder and choose this Windows 10 ISO Pro. Yeah, Windows 10 Pro ISO, yes, and open. Very good. So we have connected the disk now to this machine. Okay. Now, next is NAT network is fine, USB is fine, so everything is okay. Now let's go to option on the top. Option. Now, in option, you will have to go to access control. Now, basically, we will see how to do the encryption of the computer, BitLocker encryption. In production environment, what we do, we encrypt the hard disk of our laptops. Let's say we have thousands and thousands of laptops. So what we do, we encrypt the hard disk of those laptops so that it will be secured. So in the virtual machine, we are going to encrypt so that you will see how this is done in the production environment as well. So let's click on encrypt and choose any password of your choice, but make sure you make a note of that password, because in case if you lose the password, then you will not be able to access this computer, this virtual machine. So make sure you make a note of this password on your mobile phone, on your WhatsApp, send it to yourself that this is the password, the encryption password of your virtual machine, and choose encrypt. Okay, make sure you save the password, guys. If you lose the password, there is no way to recover this machine, this virtual machine. Okay, so make sure you do that. The next thing is you have to go back to hardware, and here we have to add one more hardware. Let's click on add and then choose the last option which says trusted platform module. Click on finish. TPM. That will help us to do the encryption of the hard disk. Okay, go back to option. Click on advanced, the last option, advanced. Hmm. Here you have to check the box which says enable secure boot. Enable secure boot below. Hmm. Make sure you choose this one, guys, so that we will be uh, turning on machine with secure boot option. Okay, these are for security reason. Let's click on OK. Now we have given 4 gigabyte of RAM, 2 processor, 80 GB hard disk. Then we have connected the hard disk, I mean the ISO image file, right? Now we have added TPM, trusted platform module. Then we have encrypted this one, enable the secure boot. Now it's time to power on the machine, but wait, don't power on the machine like that. I will show you how to power on the machine. Okay.
We're
So
not breaching the network adapter. We're not breaching it, or it's okay
no,
like that.
okay, like that. You leave it as it is, the default one
Uh-huh.
net. Okay.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Okay. Now,
And
so
another
yeah,
question, I have an upgraded VM, so it might not have the same settings, but I'm following, but my VM is not the same version with what we have here on the screen.
that's that's okay.
Okay,
You are using Oracle VirtualBox or VMware Workstation?
I'm using Oracle VirtualBox.
Oh, okay. So Oracle VirtualBox has a different setting.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, so
Mm, does
in order to do the TPM, have you enabled the TPM there?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
Configure.
have the same settings here. That's why I'm asking if I will need to download the VM differently.
It is better to use this one, VMware Workstation. Okay. But
Okay.
these settings are already available in Oracle VirtualBox. If you want, I
Yeah.
can show it to you.
Yeah.
Maybe last time I had shown that to you.
Yeah. But it's totally different. I mean, I've already done it, but it's the settings are totally different. Yeah.
Yes, yes, this is completely different. Okay, now so we will power on this machine, but we have to right click on the machine. So let's right click on this WINVM001. No, no, don't power on. Oh, the problem is, hmm, okay, right click on this WINVM001, left hand side, left hand side. Go left. Yeah, right click, choose power, click on power, and the last option which says power on to firmware. Hmm, Wait, wait. So, hmm, if you guys are getting this kind of a screen, right, which says this host supports Intel VTX, but Intel VTX is disabled. That means your virtualization technology is disabled in your BIOS. Okay. If you are getting this one, that means virtualization technology is disabled in BIOS. Now, Hamid, is this a Dell computer or Lenovo or HP? Which one is this?
HP.
HP. Okay, 1 minute. BIOS key for HP laptop. I think it is press escape or F10. Okay, press escape key or F10 on the keyboard. Now,
F10.
um, Hamid, what you have to do is you have to power off your machine. Okay, wait, understand the steps. So, what you have to do, you have to
Get
power
to
off
buy.
the machine
Hmm.
and go to the BIOS. When you start the machine, then press escape and F10. Escape or F10. Press both
Hmm.
of them simultaneously. Escape, escape and F10 so that you will go to the BIOS in your computer. When you reach to that place, then look for virtualization and enable that one.
Okay.
You'll be able to do it.
Yeah, yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. So you power off your physical machine and then come back to this screen again so that we can uh, build
Okay.
this virtual machine. Okay.
Okay.
Now, anyone else getting this kind of problem? Hmm? Nobody.
Yeah, I guess so. Nothing on my end.
Okay.
it takes me to the boot manager. Is that okay?
Share your screen, Abdi.
Okay, how will I share it? Okay. Just I'm using two computers. Just a second, okay?
Mhm.
Almost there.
Hamid, did you find the option?
I am getting to the bias right now.
Okay.
Is it somewhere in advanced? 'Cause I don't see
Yeah.
virtualization.
Yes. Go to advanced and you will find it. Or send me the photo. I will take a look.
And just turn on my camera right now. Can you see it?
Hmm. Boot option. Do you see virtualization anywhere?
I don't.
Go to advanced. Do you have advanced option?
Mm-hmm.
Go to this one.
Oh,
Yeah, virtualization. Yeah,
on
that one.
the
Virtualization.
second one or the first one?
For virtualization technology, and the second one is virtualization technology for
Yeah,
directed.
that's yeah, the second one.
Second one is
The VT.
enable the VT up the up VT. Yeah, that one.
Okay,
Enable that one and then save the setting. You make sure you save the setting.
got it.
Yeah, perfect. Now power on the machine.
Let me in Skype.
Mm,
I'm coming from different computers, so let me in to join that.
mhm.
Perfect. Let me share my
Yeah. Okay.
See that?
Hmm.
That's what I want here, and select power, and then I went to the
Okay. 1 minute. Let's power off. Right click and power off the machine. Right click on the machine. WINVM001. Hmm. Okay, guys. So is Hamid on the call now?
Yeah, I'm back, and can you
Okay.
approve my other device so you can
Okay.
share?
Anyone else left behind? Now, what we have to do, we need to power on this machine. But in order to power on, right click on the machine WINVM001 and then choose power. The problem is you haven't shared the complete screen. You shared only this.
oh,
Hamid,
okay. Let me share.
yeah. Hmm.
Do you see now?
Yes. Okay, so right click on the machine WINVM001 power and then choose the last option which says power on to firmware. Okay, now when you do that, you have a couple of options which says first one is the network, the CD disk, the second one is CD-ROM. So choose the second option which says SATA CD-ROM option drive, CD-ROM drive. Use your keyboard. No, you can't use the mouse. Probably you have to click on that first.
Arrow keys, yeah.
Yeah, click on that first and then use the arrow keys on your keyboard. On your keyboard. Yeah, hit enter on the keyboard. Hit enter. Huh? Looks like you haven't chosen the CD drive, I think. You have not connected the CD disk. So let's do
Oh,
press Control Alt on the keyboard. Control Alt
mm-hmm.
to get the mouse back. Control Alt. Hmm. Now right click on that machine, power off the machine, power off, power off. Uh, CD, click on edit virtual machine setting. What is the problem here? 4 GB RAM, okay, 2 processor. Click on CD drive, CD DVD. This is okay. Then what's the problem?
I think the memory maybe
What?
there was issue with the memory. Should I increase?
No, memory is okay. 4 GB is okay. Let's power on the machines directly without going. Close this. Uh,
Yeah.
Power on. Yeah, power on. Yeah, hit enter. Press the key. Click inside and press any key on the keyboard. Press any key on the keyboard. Did you do that?
Yeah, I'm doing it, but it's not moving. Where's the cursor?
Press any key on the keyboard quickly.
I'm doing that.
Yeah. You might need to close it. You close it back, then it's reinitiate the process. Immediately when it pops up, you just click
Yeah,
on any key. Yeah, don't wait.
yeah, don't wait.
Oh,
Yeah, do it quickly. Control Alt. Press Control Alt on the keyboard to get your mouse back. Mm.
Like now?
Power off and power again. Power on again. Yeah, power off. And you have to do it quickly. Power off.
Oh, it looks
Uh,
like it worked.
huh?
It's working.
Yeah,
It's
okay, it's
working, right?
working. Okay, it took some time, then it worked. Okay, good. So you have to build the machine. Okay, so here maximize the screen so that it will be bigger in size. Hmm. Now, you need to basically build Windows 10 virtual machine. Okay, let's click on next. Install now. Choose I do not have a product key below. Now in this one, we will choose Windows 10 Pro, the second last one, Windows 10 Pro. Hmm. Next. Accept the license terms and condition and choose the second option which says install Windows only and choose next. Okay, guys, so we'll stop right here. This um, installation will take at least 10 minutes. Okay, depends on the speed of your computer. Do not log into the machine. Make sure do not log into this virtual machine. So once this machine is ready, it will ask you to log in. Don't log into the machine. Okay, just power off the machine. Clear?
Eh,
Yeah.
It will take 10 minutes for it to complete the installation. The Windows 10 will be ready, but it will ask you to log in. So just leave it as it is or power off the machine. Don't log in. If you log in, then you will have to do the process again. So make sure you don't log into the machine. Okay, guys. Any question from anyone? Hmm?
Kashif, this works in 4 GB RAM laptop,
Yes, 4 GB laptop. Okay.
but it has a 105 SSD.
Try. It should work, but how much memory you will give it to this machine? 2
Yeah, I
GB?
have 250, 250 GB.
No, no, no. The
No, no. Oh,
RAM.
memory. Okay, okay, okay. 2 GB only, I guess. Took 2 GB.
Okay, try with 2 GB, but it will be little slow. Uh,
Okay.
Okay. If you can increase the memory of your computer by 4 gigabyte, like add some additional 4 gigabyte memory stick, maybe it will help you. But try with
Oh,
2 GB of RAM. Let's see how it works. Okay.
okay.
Now, today, what we have done. So we have discussed about the Microsoft Intune training, lab setup, right? Download VMware Workstation. We downloaded it from here. Then we downloaded Windows 10 ISO file, and then we created Windows 10 virtual machine. These are the things which we have done in today's session. Okay. Now, the session will, uh, we have started the session at 6 a.m. So daily, today we have exceeded the time basically just to complete the Windows 10 installation. But we will be doing 6 to 7 a.m. daily basis, Monday to Friday, India time. Okay, Monday to Friday. So those who are in US, it will be Sunday to Thursday for you. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll meet tomorrow, guys. And those who have not enrolled to this session, okay, 98923543331. This is my WhatsApp number. You can call or send me a WhatsApp message on this number that you are interested to continue from tomorrow, so that I will add. I'm gonna create one WhatsApp group today. Okay, so those who would like to be a part of this training, I will add you in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so that you will get all the recordings, all the materials, and this notes as well on daily basis.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So I'm going to create one WhatsApp group. So if you would like to continue, you need to enroll to this course first, and then I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. So join tomorrow, 6 a.m. India time. Okay. Bye now. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Sounds
Thank
good.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.